Hello, Squadron. Welcome back. For those who are new, my name is Omar, and like the title of this video says, we're here to do the moon message for full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Taurus. Yes, that was a mouthful. But before we get into the messages, let's do that housekeeping, all right? So number one, do not get hung up on the gender of the cards. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Number two, in tarot reading, energy relating to yourself or people that you're energetically connected to can come out in the reading. So listen to the entire messages to see how they will best fit. All right. Number three, these messages will always be timeless. Whenever you were guided to watch this video was when you were meant to hear them. And number four, there we go. Four, down in the description, you're going to find two very important links. One is going to be for Cafe Astrology so that you can get a free copy of your natal chart. The second one is going to be for the video I did breaking down the 12 houses of your natal chart. So they're very important because they're going to help you to better see how this energy will be personally affecting you. All right? All right. So getting straight into it, I got to give you those dates because how else are you going to understand where to look at your chart if you don't have the dates and the degrees? And I have them right here. All right, so the full moon partial lunar eclipse Taurus will be taking place on October 28th, 2023 at 5 degree Taurus. As always, early degree and late degrees Taurus are important because those are those very crucial degrees and energies of their sign. Also, this full moon is going to be closing out two new moons. The first new moon was the one that we had roughly 2 weeks ago with the new moon angular solar eclipse in Libra, which was on October 14th, 2023 at 21 degrees Libra, and the new moon Taurus, which occurred on May 19th, 2023 at 28 degrees Taurus. All right, so new moon was in late degrees Taurus, and its full moon is occurring at early degrees Taurus. And as an added bonus, I actually have the cards out here in front of me from each one of those readings. All right, so first up, from the new moon angular solar eclipse in Libra, there we go. The moon message cards, we had full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast, and new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. Look at those. Look at those wonderful cards. And also from the new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Look, that's so gorgeous. And of course, for this full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. I'm trying to fight the glare of the sun. Bear with me. And of course, full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. Now, if you want to know more about new moon Taurus and the Libra solar eclipse energy, don't worry. I've done videos on both of these, and they will be linked down in the description for you. But I just wanted to show you the cards so that you can see the energies that are going to be coming up during this time, because we are dealing with full moon energy, and full moon energy, just like the full moon eclipse card says, conclusions are within reach. And that is what full moons are all about. It is about climax, conclusions. During this time, you may have very big reveals going on. So I would highly suggest going back and looking at all of those dates and seeing what was going on in your life around those times that may be coming to play right now. Just saying. All right. Now, I am going to be reading you the teachings for each one of these cards. So first up, the teaching for full moon in Taurus. The full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings that you have been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow no matter when you draw it. All right. And I learned from the Libra eclipse video that all my eclipse cards are at the back of the book, so I don't have to go looking too hard for it. All right, so the teaching for full moon eclipse is full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it's, missed the word. It is all about change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give you a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you know we're big about the shadow self over here and healing it. Work with your darkness, okay? So shadow self, darkness can also very much come to a head and reveal itself during this time due to the fact that it is a full moon eclipse. Now, this is quite interesting, but I do want to read you the new moon in Taurus teaching because it's just coming up and I feel like someone needs to hear this. So this is for you, whoever needs to hear this. So, new moon in Taurus. We often feel that it is somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is a time to work with your magic, to create the money you want so that you can have the creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. All right. Now, when I was channeling and working with these cards, something that came up which was very interesting. When I first looked at this card, I feel like I was looking at it through the ego of the collective that are going to be working with this card at the time. The whole, your dreams need a practical plan. So the first thing I heard when I pulled this card out for channeling was the fact that, oh, my dreams are not going to come true because I don't have a practical plan of how to apply and do the steps in the 3D to make them happen. But then when I sat with the energy more, it felt more like, no, this is actually going to be a portal, especially since it is an eclipse. It is going to be a powerful portal helping us to understand that, yes, we have been, let me pull the card back out, since the new moon in Taurus, we have been in a portal of both prosperity and also one of new love and powerful changes. So all three of these energies have been working together to create a portal dealing with love, with change, and with prosperity in many different forms. And this full moon in Taurus eclipse is helping us to understand that if we want to see all of that come into reality, we need to make a practical plan and stop living up here, right? Stop living in our imagination, stop living in our fantasy worlds, the 5D, the astral plane, whatever you want to call it. Stop living in the ethereal, there we go, yay, inferior, and start bringing and grounding it into the physical. So it's not about the fact that, oh, your dreams are not going to be possible because you don't have a practical plan. No, it's saying your dreams are already happening. Now you need to make a practical plan so that they can ground, they can anchor and come into the physical world because they're staying trapped out there. They're staying trapped in your fantasy world and they're not materializing. Okay? All right. I also want to say this felt very much when I was tapping into it, along with the Eclipse card, it felt very much like Seven of Cups energy. And for those who are not familiar with the Seven of Cups card, I was picturing the one that's from the Crystal Visions deck that I was working with, which has a figure riding on a dragon because she is so overwhelmed with the amount of choices that she has being presented to her. She's just like, nope, I want to run away. This is too much. I'm overwhelmed. I can't deal with this. And because she's doing that, the dragon is taking it upon itself to try and quote unquote help her out by snatching and removing the cups, whereas spirit, which is represented by a sprite, is presenting her with the seventh cup, the cup that really she should be taking, the correct path, the divinely guided path for her, but because she's so overwhelmed, she's ignoring spirit, all right? So I feel very much like in this example, the dragon that is supposed to be helping you, but looks like it's more so working against you or not working in your best interest, that dragon felt very much like ego, right? Where, oh, we got sirens. Hopefully you don't hear them. But yeah, that felt very much like the ego, and the spirit, the sprite felt like, and the sirens are getting louder. Again, I hope you don't hear that. But they felt very much like your soul, your spirit team, source energy, source of all, trying to guide you into making the right decision or providing you with the correct path. Okay? So that's what I was picking up when I was tapping into these cards, that with the eclipse being here, it is about helping you to finally, thank you, as I say finally, the sirens are gone, finally getting out of this Seven of Cups energy that you're currently in, being able to ground yourself in bringing your dreams into reality, making them practical, and therefore being able to actually live out your personal heaven on earth that you are trying to create, okay? And it's funny because that's literally what the Seven of Cups in reverse is. It is about grounding yourself and finally doing the work that you've been distracting yourself from because you're ready to do so. And I'm talking about the Seven of Cups so much, I would not be surprised if the Seven of Cups does not come out here. But yes, that's what I was picking up for the collective. Another thing that was very interesting was, so recently I watched the One Piece live action series on Netflix, and there was a line that really like stood out to me when I was watching the first season. And then when I pulled out "Your dreams need a practical plan," I'm like, oh my God, it made me instantly think about it. So one of the characters were saying to another character, it's one thing to have a dream. It's another to go after it. I'm going to read that again. It is one thing to have a dream. It's another to go after it. And that right there, I feel like perfectly sums up what is happening right now for the collective with this full moon eclipse in Taurus. This is the time for you to finally go after your dreams. Stop living them in the fantasy world and really going after them. Okay? Whew. All right. Now let's get some further clarity. Because all of that was just channeling. I haven't gotten a chance to pull out any further cards. So I'm starting with my Crystal Visions deck. Can we get further clarity about the full moon and Taurus card? Can we, ooh. Aha. Okay, we got one card out here for full moon and Taurus. Let me see if anything else wants to come out here. Is there any other cards that want to come out here to further clarify full moon and Taurus for the collective? Is there any other cards that want to further clarify the full moon? Ooh, let me bring it down here so it's easier for it to get to. Is there anything else? Okay. Ooh. Okay. I like that. All right. All right. We're going to come back to that. You got 3 cards for the full moon and Taurus card. Let's now do the full moon eclipse card. Can we get a card or cards to further clarify the full moon eclipse? Can we get a card or cards to further clarify the full? Ooh, okay, okay. I wanna see if there's anything else. Is there any other cards that want to come out to further clarify the full moon eclipse? Is there any? Okay. All right. Yep. Whew. So you got you got 5 cards in total. 5 in numerology is about freedom and change. All right. That's why if you see something like 555, if you look at the clock, that is usually seen as a tower moment, which is one of the biggest changes we can go through. And it's very interesting because when I think of 5 or 555 or a tower moment, I do very much think of Taurus energy, because Taurus is the first earth sign, right? It is all about building the foundation that the later signs, especially the earth signs, are going to be heavily reliant upon. All right. So during this time, because we do have 5 cards out here, this may be a moment for you to realize that whatever is being highlighted for you during this full moon eclipse is going to be something dealing with structural or foundational issues in your life. And this can be around career, obviously, because it is Taurus energy, it is earth energy. It can also be dealing with your concepts of wealth, abundance, manifestation, your home or home life, family, friends, anything that you in your mind connect with stability. Okay. Now getting into the actual cards that came out. So we got 3 cards that came out with full moon and Taurus. The first card that came out was air got trapped. Like I was like trying to, that was weird. Anyway, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. That was followed by 4 swords upright, and then that was followed by the 6 of wands. Water, air, and fire. And I do love this because in elemental studies, you'll learn that air and fire are very compatible, because the more air that fire has, the bigger and more powerful it does become. All right. Now, of course, I know you're like, well, Omar, what do these cards mean? Well, first up, remember I was telling you about the 7 of Cups and the fact that there's the 1 cup that Spirit is offering to you and you're ignoring it. You're like, nope, I'm not ready for it. Here we go. This is the cup that Spirit is trying to get your intention on. This is the cup representing your dreams, right? Because water is all about emotions. It is about love. It is about the imagination. It very much is family, soul tribe, twin flame, soulmate love. If you work with that energy, but yes, here we go. And it is in reverse. It is about an inopportune time. And I feel very much like there's a lot of you that feel this way, that this is an inopportune time for you to go after what it is you're truly passionate about, your dreams. But I feel like that is so far from the truth, right? You're not really seeing the truth about the situation. So further clarity about the Ace of Cups in reverse, it can indicate a delay in starting a new relationship, a desire to begin a new relationship, or to repair an old one. It can also signify starting a new relationship too hastily without giving enough thought to the appropriateness of the new connection. For those where this is about whatever intentions that you set during the new moon eclipse that we had in Libra, I feel like for some of you, you want love, but you're also very much scared of that love due to what has happened to you in past timelines, past relationships. You still got some hurt that you're working through. okay? You're not being totally honest with yourself about what it is you're carrying around. And that fear is what's preventing you from going after, again, if your dream is about love, if your dream is about a new career or moving or traveling or whatever, there is that fear that you're moving too fast or this is an inopportune time. And that, of course, is followed up by Four of Swords and the Six of Wands. I love this energy because this energy is basically telling me that you need to take a rest. You need to take a breather because you're being too hard. The sun glare. There we go. You see how the figure is like down in the snow. She's taking rest with the Four Swords beside her and even holding one sword in her hand. This is indicating the fact that you have fought a very long battle. Whatever, right, has you in this energy, it's time for you to release it. Okay? It is time for you to release it. Whatever, because swords is very much about mental, cerebral energy. It's also very much ego energy, right? It's you fighting the inner critic, the inner saboteur. You're tired, right? You're tired of your ego sabotaging what has brought you happiness or your desire to go after what has brought you happiness. And it's now indicating like you need to take a break, right? You need to take a break so that you can be renewed and go after what it is you deserve. Further clarity time. All right. So Four Swords upright is about recuperation, reflection, and withdrawal. The woman depicted in the card is resting and recharging both her body and mind so that she can move ahead further in her journey. She has battled either mentally or physically and needs time to meditate in order to heal her body and soul. Taking a step back from the situation at hand is necessary in order to review the next course of action. So while you're taking this break, this is when you're going to be able to come up with the practical plan that this full moon and Taurus energy is going to be helping you with so that once you come out of your rest and recuperation, you're ready to really go after what it is that is meant for you. Of course, your dreams. I also see this very much as the minor card to the Hangman, which is Piscean energy, and that's all about gaining greater acceptance and enlightenment and wisdom through sacrifice and surrender. All right, and last but certainly not least, for the full moon and Taurus card, we have the Six. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way in the book. The Six of Wands. As I like to call it, the He Who is Victorious card. So Six of Wands is a card of the hero and the victor. This is a card of vindication, acknowledgement, and recognition, and pride bordering on arrogance. The champion emerges from the struggle in the Five of Wands, and those around him consider him a hero. Everyone is pleased with his success. The character in this card is portrayed on a mountaintop, head high as he stands holding a torch of victory in one hand and a crystal ball in the other, a symbol of vision and enlightenment. What did I just say about? I just talked about enlightenment and wisdom with Hangman and how everything's connected. No, stop. The triumphant lion stands beside him, a symbol of strength and power. A laurel wreath represents their victory. So yeah, if this is how you're currently feeling, or this is what you've been feeling like for the past couple of months, that you can't go after your dreams because something is holding you back, whether this is external things like family, job, a relationship, or past hurt, you are being instructed to take time, right? Break away from it, go within, heal yourself, heal your soul, your mind, your body connection, so that way you can see the path that spirit, your spirit team, source of all, whatever you work with is trying to highlight for you, so that you can come out and become he or she or they, whatever pronouns you subscribe to, who is victorious. You can be the one standing on this mountaintop with this lion. And I would love that for you. Okay? All right. But we still have to go over and now get further clarity about the full moon eclipse card. And with that one, you did get 2. And it's very interesting because with both cards, they started out with aces. All right, so you got the Ace of Cups and you got the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of new beginning energy that is being clarified during this full moon. Makes sense. From one ending, start a new beginning. Okay, so this eclipse energy is going to be helping you to define this new beginning, this new spark, this new passion for you. And I love that. I love that. I feel very much like this is the wand. Let me pick them up. This is the wand that you're holding in the Six of Wands. You see how he's holding? See how he's holding a wand in his hand? Yeah. Well, it's a torch, but basically same difference. He's holding a wand here. This is the wand. This is the wand that you are holding. So let's get further clarity about your wand and what it's trying to say to you. So the Ace of Wands represents a new creative venture or opportunity, inspiration, ambition, and potential. The Ace of Wands encourages us to move forward towards a goal with enthusiasm and confidence. Creative energy abounds. It is a time to harness that energy and move forward, putting fears aside in order to cultivate a dream. Putting fears aside to cultivate a dream. You can't make this up. This card portrays a fire wand emerging through a cluster of snapdragon flowers. Crystal balls surround the wand, representing inspiration and intuition. A baby dragon wraps itself around the wand, symbolizing new, raw energy and unbridled creative potential. Okay? I freaking love that for you. But another card that came out was King of Swords in reverse. This card I do not like. I do not like this card at all. I set it on fire. We don't like that here. No, I'm joking. All energy is valid. But King of Swords in reverse, this is master manipulator energy. For some people, you can see this as fixed energy. So this could be Aquarius. Yes, it could be Aquarius. If you see this as mutable energy, it would be Gemini. Again, everyone reads King and Knight energy different. That's why I wanted to give you both of them. But all I'm getting is master manipulator. Now, whether this is someone else or this is what you're doing to yourself is going to depend on the person. So if this is an external source, it can be a family member, a friend, a boss, a co-worker, an intimate partner, or it could even be multiple people in your life that are giving off this energy. If this is yourself, say hello to your ego. And I feel very much for a lot of you, this is representing what ego is actually doing to you. Ego is having you see things from a very flawed and misguided perspective, okay? So I want to read more about this King in reverse so that you can place it appropriately in your life. Here we go. So the King of Swords in reverse, just make sure I picked up the right card. It can signify a lack of righteousness that is characteristic of the King of Swords. The king is now distrustful and often uses his verbal skills and intellect to manipulate others. His desire for power turns him into an aggressive and ruthless leader who can be cruel and heartless in his dealings with others. See what I mean? Not nice energy. So if this is someone external from you, someone external from you sees your potential, they see you, they see the fact that this is you, right? This is your potential. You very much have Ace of Wands with Six of Wands energy, and this frightens them. This frightens them greatly. I would also like to say the fact that when we have cards of like suit, right, number cards, we do subtraction, all right? So an ace of wands from a six of wands, that gives us a five of wands. That is the conflict that was mentioned in this card right here. Remember, it was talking about how you overcame the conflict to become the one who is victorious. This is who you need to become victorious against. This is the conflict. Again, outside person, outside people, or even just your ego. You have someone or something so scared of your potential that they are trying to tear you down and keep you in this energy. They're trying to keep you very much in your imagination, in your fantasy world, whatever, so that you do not take the mental rest that you need to, and you come out as this. Because once you come out as this, whatever this represents in your life will no longer have a hold on you. And that is what terrifies it, right? Whoever this is or whatever it is terrified that you will surpass it. You will be able to beat it, come out on top, and this is a person that really is about going after their dreams. This is a person that no is not in their vocabulary. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. These two energies together, you ain't telling this person nothing. This person is very much on their way to becoming a king of wands, all right, in their own right. They will not be stopped. And that's what scares this person. Or, if this is your ego, this is what scares your ego, you becoming a king of wands, okay? Now I want to read you the king of wands. Yeah, I want to read you the king of wands, just so that you can get a better idea of why you becoming or embodying the energy of the king of wands would frighten this person so much. Okay, so the king of wands is highly creative, ambitious, inspiring, bold, and charismatic. The king is strong, assertive, and a force to be reckoned with. Courageous and unafraid to take risks, the king sets forth down a path that piques his interest. A true leader, much of the king's power comes from his energy, his enthusiasm, and his vision. The king's companions are a dragon, like the dragon that's wrapped around this ace of wands, and a lion, like the lion that's standing before you on the six of wands card. I'm just saying. Symbols of fire and strength. He possesses a crystal ball, a symbol of inspiration and vision. The king is so charming and magnetic that he often sweeps women off their feet. Unfortunately, as with his interests, he is fickle in love, and as soon as the fires of his passion die down, he often moves on to the next great thing. Everything has, a positive or a negative. But don't focus on the negative. Like I said, this is about something or someone or a group of people stopping you from stepping into and becoming that king of wands energy. All right. And let's just end this on some advice, because I see what time it is. It's been going on for a while. All right. Can we get some advice with all the cards here? How can the collective how can the collective best, work with this energy? How can the collective best work with this energy? How can the collective best work with the energy and the moon messages in this reading? More sirens? Oh my goodness. How can the collective best work with this energy? How can the collective best work with this energy? Ooh. Okay. How can the collective best work with this energy? How can the collective best work with this energy? All right. There we go. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. So you got three cards that came out. One card came out on top of this wonderful spread you have right here. And that is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is very much a defensive energy. Nine of Wands is someone that is on guard. They're watching. You see how, again, glare. Hopefully you can see that better. I'm trying to There we go. So you see how we have a woman in front and a lion in back of her watching her 6. This is someone who has gone through battle, right? This is, again, I'm trying to like reset and recalibrate. But yeah, this is someone who has very much gone through battle. They're very battle weary, but they're also waiting and preparing themselves for the next battle that is coming along. Okay? That is you. That is you. You need to realize the battle is over. Enjoy the victory. Okay? Get out of this energy. That is what I'm very much hearing. Get out of this energy. Again, I just feel like this is the energy that either people around you or your ego has constantly had you in, and you're not seeing the truth about who you are. Whew. Always with the heavy readings, I know. 9 of Wands is a card of defensiveness, patience, and perseverance. It warns us to watch and wait and expect the worst from a situation. It is important to proceed carefully, keeping a keen eye out for trouble, and maintain your stamina as best you can. Although it may sound pessimistic, this card assumes that it is better to be cautious than be caught off guard. The 9 of Wands is hopeful and encourages us to dig deep inside and keep going to the end, especially when we're so close to our goal. The 9 of Wands shows a warrior sitting with her lion companion on a rock surrounded by 9 torches. Although she looks to be resting, she is actually planning her next course of action, all while aware of what is happening around her. She keeps a cautious eye in one direction while the lion takes care to watch her back. This will not be you forever. This will not be you forever. Like I said, I feel like this is how you have to be around whatever this King of Swords energy is. But then once you become the one that is victorious, you can finally move out of this energy. But it's basically saying like, what I do want to point out the fact that it is a 9. 9 is climax energy in tarot. Whatever you're going through in this current cycle, it is coming to an end. Just keep your strength up. Keep focused on your goal. Make that practical plan for what you need to do for your dreams to become a reality. And you will come out on top. Also, again, we have light cards here. So the 6 from the 9, that means there's a 3 of Wands here. 3 of Wands, that is a travel energy. That is really about going out, being a visionary, and finding what is meant for you. We also have the Ace. So the Ace from the 9, that is an 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is an unstoppable force. And that is what you're going to become, all right? You're going to become laser focused on your goals, your dreams. Nothing is going to stop you. I love that for you. Over here, with this spread talking about the eclipse, you tapping into your potential, your creativity, your fire with the Ace of Wands to face down this King of Swords in reverse. You got the Empress, the Divine Feminine Principle with 4 of Cups. Yeah, that is the apathy card. That is the also the fact you got 2 4s here. 4s are synchronistic for you. 4s are all about stability. Like I was saying, stability, foundation, and you got 2 4s here. All right. When I see 4 of Cups here, this is giving me somebody who is very much lost in depression. They just don't want to do it anymore. Right? This is giving me escapism. This is very much giving me escapism. I want to read the 4 of Cups first before I read the Empress. Because I feel like the Empress is about helping you to get out of whatever this 4 of Cups energy is in your life currently. So 4 of Cups is about apathy, boredom, and self-centeredness. It is also the card of introspection and withdrawal during times of uncertainty. The figure in this card is staring mindlessly at a water lily floating in the large cup in front of her, unaware of the 3 cups sitting precociously on the rock next to her. She is disengaged and self-involved and uninterested in her surroundings that aren't immediately in front of her. See what I'm saying? Now, the very interesting thing is we do have an Ace of Cups here. Ace from the 4, 3 of Cups. And that is what you're not paying attention to. So I do want to read the 3 of Cups so that you can see what you're missing out on. So this apathy that you have because you've been dealing with this King of Swords in reverse energy has been blocking you from seeing the fact that you have a 3 of Cups right behind you, right out of your eye shot, like your eye sight. All right, so a 3 of Cups represents celebration, friendship, social invitations, a birth or pregnancy. It can signify an accomplishment, a good fortune, or a connection with others. Happiness, sharing, reflection, love, abundance are all themes of this card. The card shows 3 maidens sitting by the water, each with a cup in their hand. They are close, sharing a moment together, enjoying each other's company. They trust one another and enjoy spending time with each other. Very much soul tribe energy, right? That could be friends, that could be family. All of that is possible, but you need to get out of this energy first. You need to stop fixating on what is in front of you, courtesy of your ego, and focus on your dreams and going after them, all right? And then we have the Empress, and I feel very much like you're being told that this is a time for you to embody Empress energy. The fact that the Empress is out here and she is a major arcana, that means you are currently in a chapter of your life that is helping you to tap into and work with your own inner Empress energy, all right? So I got to read the Empress. All right, here we go. The Empress represents femininity, abundance, nourishing, harmony, luxury, beauty, and grace. She is the goddess of fertility. She is an earth mother representing this world and that of the senses. The Empress in this card is portrayed with child, surrounded by greenery and ripe wheat. She holds a heart-shaped charm and a trisket scepter representing both life and rebirth and the power of the triple goddess. The Empress wears a necklace adorned with the symbol of Venus, as well as a crown of stars. She stands beneath a pomegranate tree, a symbol of fertility, while one foot stands firmly on land and the other dips into the river, the symbol of life. Embrace your Empress. Embrace the divine Empress in yourself and embrace divine feminine energy at large, because it is going to be helping you during your recovery period, right? During this period of recovery that you need to be in, tap into divine feminine energy so that you can see the truth, right? See the truth about all of this that's been working against you, all of this that's been holding you back, so that you can become who you're meant to be, the one who is victorious and can go after and achieve whatever their dreams are. I love that for you. And yes, I think that's all I have to say, and I said a lot. But let me know. There we go. Let me know down below in the comments how you resonated with this reading, how it's showing up in your life. I would love to hear that. Also, down in the description, I'm going to include new moon in Taurus and the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. But if I don't, just remind me down in the comments. Also down in the comments, I'm going to be including all of the dates and the degrees that I mentioned for the full moon and the new moons. So don't worry about it. If you didn't hear me clearly or you didn't write it down enough time, it will be there. All right. Also, down in the description, you can find my link for my PayPal. If you can donate, I would highly appreciate that. But if you can't, I totally understand. And you can help me out in other ways, like subscribing to my channel. I'm currently doing the road to 100 subscribers. Please consider helping me out. And until we meet again, I am sending you Reiki energy on your journey to heal your shadow self and to embrace your true self. Namaste.